What's going on, Jerome's? It is the third day of Minnesota Vikings training camp, and they changed it up. They took practice to U.S. Bank Stadium, but frankly, practice was kind of boring. It was whatever. But the main announcement was Jared Allen is going to be inducted into the Vikings Ring of Honor this fall. Absolutely love it. Jared Allen should be in the Hall of Fame. He'll get his someday soon, and you just love it. I mean, Jared Allen had one of my favorite sack dances. Maybe my favorite. The whole rope 'em. That's right. Of course, Culinary Academy. Yes, we know and love Jared Allen, the pride of Idaho State. Just absolutely one of my favorite Vikings of all time. Just attitude-wise, just the way that he loved the game, the way that he brought it on passing downs. So, Gessling announced Allen would be inducted at halftime of the Vikings game against the Cardinals on October 30th, so right before Halloween. It's a good time. Plus, it's kind of neat how they did it. So Jared Allen was invited in. He was a guest on the sidelines. Of course, him getting after it. Should have been a cowboy. That's right. Oh, by the way, his retirement announcement when he was on horseback and then he rode off into the sunset, literally one of the best retirement announcements of all time. But yeah, Jared Allen in the building, and then they had him talk to the team. He probably talking about Well, you know, the bear is very popular right now, and lots of people want to get into the culinary field. And let me tell you, the Culinary Academy is the finest culinary establishment in the world. Keep your knives sharp, work clean, keep your mise en place stocked. That's all. That's all. Stay out of the weeds. And then they announced that he was going to be in the Ring of Honor. And then this is what Jared said via K-Fan. Quote, I knew I didn't have a job without the fans. I respected the fact that they spent their hard-earned money coming to our games. I wasn't okay just going out there and not giving it my all. And fans respect that perspective from players. And you know which ones are out there and they're fully giving it their all, because the whole thing about professional sports is that every person grew up dreaming about one day just strapping it on, getting paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game, right? But only a very select few get to do it. And Jared Allen, he went out there and gave it his all at every single game, every single down, and that's why lunch pail, high motor guys like Jared, like Everson Griffin are out there. That's why they're fan favorites. They absolutely are. And yeah, the players who understand how the dynamics, how the economics of professional sports work. Without fans in the stands, there is no big time paycheck. You don't get paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game. And Jared Allen absolutely got that and embraced it. Then, so Will Rag gets Sports Illustrated. Adam Thielen, I must be getting old if guys I played with are going into the Ring of Honor, which is pretty hilarious. It's pretty damn good. Of course, Thielen came in as a 2013 UDFA. That was the final year of Jared Allen before the Vikings fully moved on to Everson Griffin in 2014. And also Jared spent like a hot second with the Bears. Remember that? No one remembers that. And then he went to Carolina, played in the Super Bowl. Like to see that. And then Za'Darius, just a couple years ago, I was in this building sacking Kirk, and now we're on the same team. Za'Darius got jokes, man. Za'Darius is hilarious. Hilarious Za'Darius. Plus, I love Dalvin in the background, just like sipping tea. Like, that's none of my business. Just with the purple do-rag. I just love it, man. It's just, I love this team, man. I love Za'Darius Smith. He's hilarious. Plus, Dalvin Cook in the 4. Woo! Where, I don't know. I feel like Dalvin has added 2 miles per hour to his top speed just because of the number change, just because one number has a less coefficient of drag than 2 numbers, right? And 4 is just more aerodynamic than a 3. It just is. All right. And then, so actual football stuff, Arif. Seeing Chris Reed rotate in with the ones at right guard now. I haven't seen Ed Ingram in that rotation, just Jesse Davis and Chris Reed. Jesse Davis actually missed practice today. As soon as I type that, Ed Ingram now rotates in with the ones. Ooh! Eye looking emoji. And then Ingram stays on the field as the twos get ready to play along with Chris Reed. The second team was led by Kellen Mond. Mond did not get any second team reps I saw yesterday, so the rotation could be day by day instead of drill by drill. And I'm perfectly fine with that as long as we know that ahead of time. Plus, Ed Ingram getting a shot with the ones, getting as many reps as possible. Ed Ingram, the best part of his game coming out at LSU was pass protection. That's something that the Vikings sorely need. So that could give him a bit of an edge. Now, Jesse Davis, I think, does have the inside track, but I think Ed Ingram, in a fair competition, where once they put the pads on, once they get into preseason games, I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens there. And then Thomason, he noted that Jesse Davis not practicing, blah, blah, blah. Chris Reed with the ones. And then eventually Ed Ingram got in there. Then also he pointed out that Jordan Hicks back at practice for the Vikings after missing the first 2 days due to a non-COVID illness. So it's good to have the Vikings starting inside linebacker opposite of Eric Hendricks back in the fold. Plus, so one of the main reasons I love Will Ragatz, not only because he's a phenomenal journalist, great writer, etc., but he's not abashed to fully wear his fandom on his sleeve. Like everyone knows that Will is a big time fan, especially with other Minnesota sports. He's got some good takes on the Twins as well as the Wolves. But yeah, just seeing this in a couple of weeks, 6 weeks, this is going to be filled to the brim with purple, just cheering on Boo, Boniva, Aaron Rodgers, and his stupid hollow bones. Yeah, you better double up, man, on the Activia. Actually, that doesn't do it. Well, it does. It's got calcium. But, yeah, Aaron Rodgers will be coming for that ass. And guess what? David Bakhtiari might not be out there. So, guess what? Za'Darius and Neal are going to have a field day. The Vikings by 50. Just seeing that new offense. It's like taking a Cadillac out on the road for the first time. Woo! Love to see it, man. Love to see it. I'm pretty damn hyped. Also, I'm hyped for Jared Allen. It's an honor that's it feels right. Should have been in. He is in. Now we need to get to the Hall of Fame. We're gonna get that soon, but that's it. Your thoughts are thoughts. Friday practice at US Bank Stadium. But more importantly, Jared Allen inducted into the Ring of Honor, or going to be this season. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.